another comparison of the MC9 Prime. This time I'm comparing it to the top of the line Canik, which is TTI Combat. Some people might say the SFX rival still is the top of the line, but I think the TTI Combat was the flagship. It was kind of the flagship of last year. I guess this year it's all about the Canik MC9. So yeah, I did a good amount of shooting and comparing with these two, and I gotta be honest, as much as I hate the TTI Combat, when it's working and when it's shooting, the TTI Combat felt a lot softer. Like the recoil felt less violent, because obviously this is a bigger gun. It has a lot more weight, and also this whole light that I have on here, it adds a little bit more weight to it. So, and a longer barrel, so obviously it's gonna shoot soft. But overall, like in my hands, this felt a lot better. But if you're comparing shootability, obviously this is gonna feel better. It feels a lot like the recoil felt, to me at least, a lot less violent than the recoil from this one. Reliability wise, I think this is king compared to the TTI. It's way too reliable. I haven't had any kind of malfunctions. I'm at 600-700 rounds now. I haven't had a single malfunction when it comes to feeding issues or return to battery and any of those common issues that usually plague most Caniks. I haven't had any of that. I have had slide not locking open from time to time, but usually it's with either with like older mags or the pro mags, like the third-party pro mags, and yeah, I can live with that. My carry mags, they all perform pretty well, so that's a plus for this, especially when it comes to reliability. I would say the MC9 Prime beats the TTI Combat by a mile. I haven't had to contact Canik for anything regarding the MC9 Prime, but the TTI Combat I went back and forth with Canik a few times. So, and even now, while I was doing the range video for this, I was having malfunctions from time to time with this thing, so this feels much better, not gonna lie. This feels awesome. This is the issue. This gun. I don't know, man. Yeah, I love shooting this gun, I'm not gonna lie, but then your experience is just interrupted by constant problems. So yeah, I mean, this is just gonna be a safe queen. I do take it out from time to time. You can see it is a little dirty. It's been a while since I took it out, so it was clean when I took it out, but now it's dirty. And I do try to take it out from time to time, but this, when it comes to reliability, this is, at least in my experience, this hasn't been reliable at all. Like every range trip, there's always like unexpected malfunctions, and at this point I don't even get irritated anymore because it happens so much. I just you know, tap. I sometimes catch the malfunctions before it happens. You know, I would notice like this thing popping out. A lot of the malfunctions I get with this is related to return to battery problems, failure to return to battery, and if I catch it, if I glance at the back plate and I see this popping out just a little bit like this, usually ends up like this a little bit, and then you know, you just hear it click and yeah, it doesn't fire. So if I catch it, I'll just tap it and keep going. I don't really even get irritated anymore with it. But this, no issues so far. If I squeeze the trigger, it's going bang. Let's just see how it feels. And I have shot all kinds of ammo through this. 124 grain, 147 grain, plus P rounds, 115, all kinds, like, you know, whatever I have available, obviously. And different brands too, like Blazer Brass, Swiss P, Magtech, what else? I also shot some Fiokis, Spear Gold Dots, yeah, all of those, and everything works fine. And you know, obviously some hollow points, all that stuff, everything great, works great with all of them, no issues with this. This one, although they recommend 124 grains, this prefers, like, it runs a lot more reliably with 115s. So that's pretty much what I have been trying to just keep it as is. So for range stuff, I would run you know, Magtech 115s. It likes Magtech 115, so I just stick to that. And then also for hollow points, it would be the Fiocchi Dynamic Defense 115 grains. Those are the ones that work. 124s, they just malfunction for whatever reason, even though 124s are recommended, and I started shooting with 124s. Performs better with 115s. This eats everything, no problem. Other than that, when it comes to accuracy, obviously I have spent a lot more time tinkering and shooting this gun for a long time, especially because this is one of my first guns, so I spent a good amount of time at the range with it. So I am pretty accurate with it, and accuracy wise, this kind of beat out the MC9 Prime, but that's more like a testament to the amount of time you spend at the range. I spent a lot of time at the range with the TTI Combat, so obviously I'm gonna be better at shooting it. For somewhat quick fire tests, let's see. Okay, it's not bad.
That is not bad at all.
This one, I'm getting better. The way I did the range test was, I run 10 round mags, not too fast where I'm trying to get all 10 of them out of the mag, but it was more of as soon as the dotted lines I go. As soon as the dotted lines I go. That's pretty much how I did the accuracy test. And with this one, there were a few flyers. With this, I think I stayed within the square of the target, and I'll put up the image of the target and show you which was which. But it was pretty good with the TTI Combat. So final thoughts, if I have to pick again, I would definitely pick the reliable one. Even though this shoots a lot softer, I would 100% pick the reliable one personally. Your choice might be different, and that's okay. Put it down in the comments what you like and what you don't. But personally, not because this is new, but because I actually enjoy it. I did not enjoy it. I was way too hyped for this gun, and I really, it kind of really turned me off of Canik until the MC9 Prime came. So yeah, I can't really say much about this gun. I spent way too much time trying to get this thing to a working state. Now I would say it's working with problems. This so far is running flawlessly. So obviously I'm gonna pick this one. And I guess as a final thought, if you are looking for a concealed carry, obviously. And one last thing, the trigger. Oh, I forgot to mention. And the trigger is, when it comes to the trigger, this this is obviously a lighter trigger. I know they're kind of similar, the triggers. They're both flat, but this is a little bit lighter. But the reset is so here the trigger. The resets, yeah, and the reset is so tactile and so right there. I really like the trigger here, but it's a little bit lighter, so for carry, it's it depends on the person. If you have good trigger discipline, it's great, but this is a little bit lighter. I would say around 3 pounds or so. And this is around 4 pounds, at least in my opinion. And the trigger, here, you have a good amount of take up with this. You can see there's a good amount of take up, and then click, and the reset is, yeah, it's almost right there. That one, that reset, the reset with the TTI is a little bit sharper, in my opinion. I think let's do it again. So the take up it's not as much, to be honest. With this one, there's not a whole lot of take up, and if you can see the way the angle of the trigger is way steeper on this than this. This is almost 90 degrees. You only go this much. You only go this much. For this, you go all the way. So this is a little bit at a steeper angle than this one. I mean, you can see if I'm able to show it. The trigger angle on the TTI is closer to 90 degree than the Mete MC9. So you know, the pull itself is longer with this than with this. So yeah, the triggers are very comparable in terms of feel on the finger. Also, in the trigger guard, you have a lot less space with the Meta MC9 than with TTI Combat. TTI Combat has bigger space, so I think that also helps with, you know, the trigger discipline, I guess. You have a little bit more space to, you know, touch it. Here you are touching a wide flat trigger from here, so that's why I said I actually prefer like the original MC9's trigger feel, I guess, if you could call it that, like the trigger shoe feel, that how the trigger shoe feels. I prefer original MC9's trigger feel to the MC9 Primes. But all in all, these are both good guns. I think the current versions of the TTI Combat, I mean the recent releases, the recent productions, are getting way better and more reliable from what I hear online. Although some people are a little bit attached to their guns and they will defend it to death. But me personally, my experience has been really bad with the TTI Combat, so I can't really come here and endorse it just because I own it. So yeah, that's all I got to say about that. Meta MC9 Prime has been a wonderful addition to my carry rotation, and I would highly recommend it personally. So that's all I got to say. Thank you so much for watching. Let's get the sub amount to 500. I think there's only like 4 or 5 people left. So yeah, thank you all for the support, for all the positive comments that you've been giving me. I really do appreciate y'all, and y'all have a wonderful day, night, you know, a wonderful time in general. So that's it. Thank you all.